Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 45, Mike, 45. Now watch one.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now it's Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Watch the screen. Let's go. Come on. Slam. 36. Slam. Echo.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 16 yards on the play. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
It's complete to Hopkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That's break 3. 218, jump. Switch. Kill.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tight dog. Watch the safety creep. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. 45 the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, alert 3. He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got him in. It's Brashon Perriman. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Check 99. 49. Check 49.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they try the right side here.
You ain't going nowhere.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
45, Mike. 80 weapons. Hey, alert. Check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast. And
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Trubisky on third and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Recon, 152 fighter. Ran, touch. Hey, Alpha.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Motion. Mike 55.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 55.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 55. Check 55.
And it is caught at the 7-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
64. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He's got Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gay is on for the point after. And he'll bang that one through. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. But I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's move. Mark 55. Mark 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. What kind of? Alert! 3. Alert!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Good catch. Come. Ran, come. Get killed. Motion now. Mike 55. Mike behind.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We own this. Lock in.
And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 65 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check three. Go now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Mike 5-4. Cover. Mike 54. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Under pressure. pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
I'm coming after you. Slam.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 50.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson going for the deep ball. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Undercut. Watch twist. Let's go. Come on. That's real. Ball trot. Zip it. Let's go deep.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. They will find Davis. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to regain the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Mixed the score, Bears 32, Buccaneers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's loose again. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they have taken the lead.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, echo. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Open man is Trey Burton. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On 1st down, it's Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
What screen? Check. Check hot route. Hot. Greystone, travel. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Trubisky. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. 42. Bears 40. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Here's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 73 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, blood. Mike,
now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, 18. Hey, wahoo. Alert. Check.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 31, check 31. Alert. Hey, motion backfield, motion.
Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Robinson's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down. 31's the mic.
Again, it's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Wims. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Trubisky to throw again. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Chopper!
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
That's the score. Buccaneers 56, Bears 48.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes.